What up, Witness Nation? I'm excited to share that I'm now a brand ambassador for Seek Jesus' brand. Yes, a name I live by and a brand I couldn't be more honored to represent. Their mission is to spread the gospel of Christ throughout the world while supporting those on the mission field. Their brand strives to provide high-quality Christian apparel for believers and followers of Christ. Let your clothing start a conversation. Now, a portion of all sales are donated towards several mission fields dedicated to serve and spread the gospel around the world. So cop your own Jesus Reppin' essentials by visiting the site seekjesus.co and use my promo code WhitneyDTV at checkout, of course, or just visit the link in the description box down below where my code is already placed automatically for you upon checkout, and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you and you are a Jesus seeker. Bye.
Soulless Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out Soulless Creations as seen here on Whitney DTV. Female, black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Thank you. Bye. Ooh, somebody has been embracing their Pangaea. Embrace Pangaea? You don't know about that? Child, these products are all created to bring you back to balance through nature's gifts. Now, they have a wide range of products that deal with the various aspects of daily life, such as deodorants, juices, clothing, vagina detoxes, and body scrubs. Whichever product that you decide to embrace, you can rest assured that it was created and crafted with the love for the betterment of self. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds amazing. And it smells amazing, okay? So embrace your Pangaea. Visit the description box down below and you can click on the link where my discount is automatically applied, okay? Now embrace your Pangaea and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Bye. So, as seen here on Whitney DTV, your girl likes to stay as fashionable as I can. Even if I'm not going anywhere but on my set. Set life can be a bore if you don't add some flares, okay? Now, mines are inspired by Fashion Nova. Yeah, that's right. From women, kids, curves, and men apparel. You get more bang for your buck, and your child likes to be a baller on a budget, okay? Not for nothing, you guys. Use my link down below so you can make your fashion Nova. FashionNova.com. Check it out. Link in the description box down below. OMG. I love Sprizzy. Wait, what? You don't know about Sprizzy? Child. They pride themselves on being the original marketing platform made specifically for YouTube content creators. Their mission is simple: to help the YouTubers grow their channels safely and effectively by exposing their videos to new potential fans. Like a matchmaking service, Sprizzy crafts highly effective YouTube ads campaigns that target YouTubers searching for content just like yours. Best of all, this all takes place on YouTube's very own ad platform, Google Ads, ensuring those new subscribers to your channel are real, lifelong fans. Now, whether you are looking to get the word out about one of your videos or you're looking to gain new subscribers to your channel, Sprizzy can help you along the way. The best thing, all views are from 100% real people. They promise to never use bots, click farms, or pay people to watch your videos. All growth is organic and real with no risk to your channel. All views are 100% verifiable through your YouTube Creator Studio analyst. So what are you waiting on? If you are a new content creator or you just want to get a little more push out there and get your content seen, try Sprizzy. Look in my description box for a link and have fun. See you soon. Bye.
Get it over.
Oh, there we go. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Whitney D TV. It's just better here. Make sure you place your city and or state in the chat so I can see where you're tuning in from, okay? And make sure that you keep it cute or you will get the boot, okay? Yes, this is the home of keep it cute or get the boot. Now, that means you do not have to agree with everything that I'm stating, but make sure that you keep it respectful, okay? If not, my Katie mod will make sure you do so, okay? Now, let me tell you a little bit about Katie, all right? If she's in here, what up, Katie? Not for nothing. She will place eye emojis in the chat to let you know that I see what you're saying and what you're doing, okay? That's warning number 1. 2, she will place these little water pistols in there to let you know, I'm finna get you, okay? She'll then proceed to place you on time out, and if you continue, you will get the boot, okay? Now, I don't want that, so keep it cute or get the boot, all right? Not for nothing, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you like this video or dislike it. Either way, I'm grateful. Now, if you got information or you got a laugh, make sure you share this video. Sharing is caring. Now, if you would like to join the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box, or look up top in the pinned location and you will see the link there as well. You can support me on a month-to-month basis by doing so, okay? And it's highly appreciated. Now, if you would like to support me right now, you can do so by sending me a super chat or a cash app. If nothing more, thank you. And let's get into the show. All right, welcome back, everybody. Good evening. I pray you guys are doing a super stupid blessed, to say the least. I am, and that's why I'm here joining you guys, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in, all right? Just for those that need to know, we do have a P.O. box, and it's located here, okay? And if you would like to send me anything whatsoever, product, whatever, you can send it to my P.O. box, and I will be sure to check it and let you know that I receive whatever it is that you send, okay? So thank you guys so very much. Welcome. Okay, tonight is going to be fun. All right, you guys know, as normal, Tuesdays is our book club Tuesdays. Okay, we are actually rearing into the end of this particular book, Soulless. I'm excited because I got the opportunity to get I got the okay from Jerhonda to be able to read one of her books in its entirety. So we're just waiting on that. But we're going to wrap this up, okay, here soon. But in the meantime, in between time, not only are we going to be discussing Soulless, we're going to be getting into the pursuit of Porsha and her antics and her shenanigans when it comes to R. Kelly and the allegations that she placed out there when it comes to him, okay? So don't worry. When this book is over, I'm still going to be reporting live to you guys. Let me turn my phone off because it's going to be dinging all day, y'all, because I do have a life outside of YouTube. I love y'all. I do. Lord knows I actually do. But yeah. So, okay, now that's on silent. But what I was saying, y'all, this book, I mean, I'm gonna be giving y'all little snippets of it, but still go out and purchase the girl book, child. And chapter 4 is where the whole R. Kelly talk come in, just in case if you would like to know, okay? Inquiring minds would like to know, okay? Before I pay the bills, let me go ahead and get into these comments and shout you wonderful people out that are tuning in. Thank you guys so very much again. Let's go ahead and get into these comments. Oh, yeah, there go Katie in the building. What up, Katie? Hey, Kamiko, long time no see, honey bunches of oats. Hey, Leslie, I miss you, beautiful. Hello. Hey, Shantae, you tuned in from Facebook. I see this evening. It's this evening. Thank you so very much. Hey, Travis, you've been consistent. And hey, Darrell, y'all know I got some shirts for you guys, okay? I need to get my husband and his so I can take some pictures and let you guys see. But we do have merch. I'm gonna let y'all know about that here soon, okay? Hey, Latoya, pretty lady. Hey, everybody. I missed y'all so much, okay? All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into these bills real quick. Y'all know, in order to keep this channel up and running, I gotta shout out to my sponsors. Okay. So first and foremost, oh, I see I'm a little blotchy. Okay, there we go. First and foremost, let's give a shout out to Shazazz Creek. I mean, not Shazazz, but Shayma. Y'all in these, okay? And y'all already know your girl in her articulation. But not for nothing, I want to give a shout out to Shay Michelle Cosmetics. Okay, I am featuring, if you go into her old brand, Mia Moore, but in her new packaging is Cherish. Okay, and that's what I'm rocking on my lips. And the outlining is her chocolate lip liner. Okay. And that's what I'm sporting on my lips on tonight. And my lashes are Queen, also by Shay Michelle Cosmetics. Okay. So shouts out to her. My husband cleaned my set, y'all. Y'all can't really see it right now, but wait until Friday. When we turn up, I'm going to extend my my view, your view, and I'm just going. We're going to have fun. We're going to have games, and we're going to do a lot of stuff, okay? But not for nothing, shouts out to Shay Michelle. And last but not least, Shazazz Creations, y'all. We're going to need this tonight. Let me let this buffering go, because we got to see this. Y'all gotta take this in. Holy Spirit, activate, activate, activate. Holy Spirit, activate, activate. Yes, and so I wore this shirt. Okay, I see I'm breaking up. Okay. I wore this shirt on Thanksgiving, and then that didn't give its due just. So I said, let me wear it again. Okay, let me stand up, because I'm cute tonight. Okay, it's just blacked out or whatever. But yes, this is a shirt, y'all. Holy Spirit, activate, activate. And I got my fedora from where I always go, Amazon. Okay, so just let you guys know. Okay, all right. So let me go ahead and get into everything, and we're gonna get into the reads. Okay, so before
what up, you guys? Whitney B here, Whitney B CD, and we have merch. We got merch or whatever. So y'all been asking. Although I told you Negroes and Negats and my light brights, I told y'all we've been having merch. Okay, I've been wearing it. Okay, the link is in the description box down below. You also got a discount or whatever, and I still get questioned about merchandise. So there you guys have it. We have Wit Nation for the guys, and I love the Wit Nation tees. You actually were able to see that on there. My husband is actually going to wear his, and I'm gonna take pictures of it and I'm gonna post it or whatever, so you guys can see. Hey, Queen Keish. Hey, KB from Facebook. Hey, my Facebook people. I usually be posting on there, you guys, but it was tripping on my main page, so it's just showing on my fan page, if you will, or whatnot. So shouts out to you guys tuning in from Facebook. Make sure you take out the time to share this video. Please share this video. That's the best way to show that you guys love me. Not even joining the membership. That's great. I love the monies. Okay. However, you sharing the video, getting me seen by people that probably wouldn't even be exposed to me, that is an absolute blessing. So although you might think that I'm not doing much, that is major. Okay. So please share this video. Okay. Not for nothing, all right? So y'all know we got some stuff we're going to be talking about tonight. I already told y'all, okay? We're going to get into Soulless, okay? That's going to be on the back end. But I know what you guys are here for. Y'all want to hear about PORSHA, okay? So let's go ahead and get into PORSHA, all right? Now, you guys know that she's been on this hobo tour with this book, Pursuit of PORSHA, right? And in order to get the sales up, girl had to do what girl had to do. And she ain't even a girl, baby. She old. She 40. And I don't mean that by no disrespect. I'm just saying she act like she's 12. I act more mature than her, and she's older than me. But I don't like being disrespectful to women by calling them girl and stuff like that when they're grown women. They grown women. She's 40.
Okay, so she's not a girl, she's a woman. Okay, this woman been on this hobo tour in regards to her experience and her connection with R. Kelly. And instead of taking all this other stuff, like talk about you and Simon, talk about you stealing that woman's husband, okay? Talk about you still being with him while he's married. And that's no alleged. This is facts. They are not divorced yet. So my thing is, talk about that. We don't want to hear about your 1919 experience with R. Kelly when you was 25 years old and you should have known better, okay? You should have known better than the thing I leave. You should. Okay, so, but we're going to get into it because y'all already know I have an opinion on what I read, okay? And although you guys probably aren't privy to it, I'm going to let you guys hear what I purchased. This is my purchase, okay, of her book. And I'm going to let you guys hear a little bit of an insert. I may very well, you may hear me pause it. Don't be like, we can't hear it. I'm pausing it on purpose because, for copyright reasons, okay? So I may pause it every now and again and probably put my little 2 cents in it, you know what I'm saying, and then get back to it, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with y'all and let y'all hear this. If y'all can't hear it, please let me know. No, I don't want to pull it up that way. Let me pull it up this way. Okay, let me do this. I gotta run it back. Okay. Oh no, I opened up the wrong file. Hold on. It's gonna pop up on the screen. Hold on. I gotta let this pop up right quick. Okay, there we go. I had to let this pop up real quick. Okay. 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 Y'all ready? Okay, so here we go. Okay, here we go. I knew that was gonna pop up. Let me close it up. Okay. Oh. I think y'all can still hear me if I mute my screen. Let me see.
Open the double doors, I got the sense that she was walking into the master bedroom, Robert's bedroom. As I tiptoed through this huge bedroom, my thoughts rushed into my brain, bumping into one another. They were trying to make sense of everything I'd ever said to Linny, to Robert, to everyone. Could anyone have gotten the impression that I came here for anything other than music? No.
Music.
I was naive for sure, but professional nonetheless. I didn't even know how I ended up here or how I was going to get out. I looked around what was so obviously his bedroom with the poster bed that sat in the middle of the room. Around it sat an entire living room setup complete with a couch. The room was so huge, it also fit a table and set of chairs. What was I supposed to do in here? I wasn't sure what I would do to pass the time, but as the minutes turned to hours, and after what was on television could no longer distract me from the surreal experience, I looked out the bay window. I couldn't tell what time of day it was, but my body let me know it was sometime between the thick of night and the dawn of morning.
So you mean to tell me like I said, I'm not taking her story from her. Don't get it misconstrued. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you've been sitting there this whole time. Mind you, she has her phone. We're gonna talk about it.
I peeked my head out the bedroom on the hall. I noticed a photo of his ex-wife hung in the hallway, and I thought to myself,
you're just trifling. You see a picture of his family, his wife and stuff, and you just think, oh, what a beautiful family. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I'm sorry.
Myself, is he still married?
Is he still
I'm
married?
So sorry, baby, Robert said, walking in the door and talking to me as if we were in a relationship. A stark difference from how he treated me earlier in the studio. I wanted us to work later, but I got caught up. When I heard his voice, I reluctantly opened my eyes, realizing I had drifted off to sleep. I looked around the room, trying to process exactly where I was. I still couldn't believe I was actually in R. Kelly's bedroom.
Pause. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Did y'all hear how she said it was so different from how he was treating y'all? This is literally the same night. Not trying to be funny. Like I said, I remember being in the world. I remember being in some very damning situations. Like, seriously, I'm gonna have to tell y'all some things. Like, I literally got kicked out of a moving car. Just a lot of situations that I got in that I cringe about thinking about now. However, that was from one extreme to another. If you ask me, from you've been in the studio, not getting asked to sing. Y'all remember that. If you didn't hear that, go back to the last reading, okay, last week that we did. And y'all heard her saying, he never asked me to sing. He never talked about music, not once. Okay, girl, went from that to now you're in the bedroom for hours and hours and hours and hours. Okay, looking out the window, pawning out the bay window. Excuse me. Only for him to return in the room, be like, babe. He won't call you babe before, and you just like, oh, okay, girl.
How did I let it get this far? I had no idea what was in store, but I played along. Okay, that's all right, I said. Robert immediately started kissing me. I'm really into you. I think you're beautiful, he said. I'm just looking for somebody I can spend time with. I need a girlfriend, a girl who's mature and patient and keeps low profile. I need her. Can you be that girl? I'm super low key, I replied. I felt myself getting caught up in the fantasy as if I was dreaming. But what about your wife? I'm single, he emphasized, and I'm lonely all the time.
Well, boo, you need to take that picture down, bruh. I don't want to be coming up over here dipping and that's just like when women or men get tattoos of their exes or the people they're in a relationship with on their body. And I can't get jiggy with that. Like, what are we doing? So you mean to tell me that, okay, you're divorced and that could be true. Why you still got this picture up, bruh? Why? I just don't understand that, but let's continue.
Robert said he spent so much time by himself because he worked so much on his craft. And when he was working, it was not only hard for him to meet people, but also hard for him to be around people. He acted like his gift was so heavy on him that whenever it called for him to be in the studio, that's what he had to do. That need, that pull, it kept him from a lot of relationships in his life. Robert said that he needed someone who would be understanding of what he could give in a relationship and what he could not. Hearing Robert pour his heart out, it made me want to be that for him. It was the way he opened up, needing me, wanting me, that made me want to be there for him.
All a matter of a few hours? Now, look, I've heard that he's very charismatic, but you got to be something easy for a dude just to be telling you his life story for you to be like, oh, I'll be your huckleberry. No. Time out. What? I'll be like, okay. Like, it was just like from one extreme to another. God, Portia.
I wanted to be that girl he was looking for, to live in that fairy tale. But my rational mind kept pulling on me too. It begged me to question what was going on. And it continued to pull me back and forth throughout the next few months.
Wait. Not the next few minutes. Not even the next few hours, but the next few months. Her rational thinking kept tugging on her. Not so much so to where you left his trifling behind alone. But just enough so you can still get the deed and be in his presence. Okay. All right, girl.
So y'all not together, I pressed. No, we're not together. Oh, okay, because I saw her picture in the hallway. We're not together. We haven't been together for a long time. It's just me. It's just me and my kids.
Well, you need a picture of you and your kids. See, prime example, Melody Holt. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Anybody watch it? Baby, when she got done with Martell, she did a whole new shoot with herself and thine kids. Okay, she didn't say, well, I'm gonna, so they can see. No, that ain't happening no more. Come on, kids. And took a whole Hallmark card picture with her and her kids because it was her and her kids. I digress, child. I'm gonna keep on.
I just like your spirit. It's something about me, he said, promptly changing the subject. I want you to take your clothes off.
Oh!
My rational mind woke back up at that line. I could have laughed in his face, grabbed my luggage, and walked right out of there. I'd like to think that I would have if I wasn't in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to go. Or I could do what I had done in so many situations and put what I felt, nervousness mixed with panic, to the side and
pause. Wait a minute. Okay. This is where my rational thinking comes in. It says, Porsha, you're 25 years old. Porsha, you had access to your phone. Now, I know you're 40 now, and I can think back 20 years ago. They had cabs. They had cars. You could have got on your phone and called your friend, the same friend that you called and said that she knew where you was at, to come and pick you up. Porsha. See, the situations wasn't the same as the likes of a Jerhonda, Dominique, what's her name? Rashonda and Azriel. No, Porsha. You had your phone this entire time. This Negro tell you take your clothes off. You could have said, no, thank you. I've been sitting up here waiting on you these hours, and then you think I'm a bust down. You didn't ask me about my music. No, I'm leaving. If I would have known, but really, you're sitting on the bed. I'm just saying, and y'all know I don't care two craps about R. Kelly, but I'm just saying, where's the outrage and uproar about this shit? No shade. Because Porsha, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. No. Well, if we're going to be real, you had a bad one-night stand. Let's just be real. But I'm going to keep going.
In order to survive what was about to happen. Plus, I'm already here, I told myself. I'm in his bedroom. I've already been in his house for hours. It's 3 or 4 in the morning. I've already put myself in this position. This is what you're supposed to do. You have to. You have to. There's no turning back. What are you going to do? Say no?
Yeah. I'll take no for 100, Bob. No. Hell no. To the no, hell no. No, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. No, I do not want to play hide the stick, sir. No, thank you. I thought I was coming here to let you hear my music and XYZ. That's okay. No, thank you. I know this would have been a golden opportunity for me. I'm not even an established singer like that. Let me stop fooling myself. Okay. My mama think I can sing. Let me just go on and mosey on. Thank you for your time and your patience. It's been wonderful. Your house is beautiful. It's lovely. No, thank you. Let's continue.
Then what? Then you're stranded with nowhere to go. So I took my clothes off while he stood there looking at me. At that time, my body wasn't the body I have now. I was skinny, no more than 145 pounds. My body looked very young. I had no breasts, no hips, but he didn't seem to mind. In fact, it seemed to turn him on. How old are you, he asked. 20, I replied, before he cut me off from finishing saying my age, which was 25. Stop, he said. Let's just say you're very young.
And we're going to stop right there on that note. Let's just say that you're very young. That's what he said. He said, he told her, Don't mess up my fantasy. Don't stop my dreaming. Don't wake me while I'm dreaming. Yeah. She was about to say, I'm 20. Let's just say you're young. You're very young. This nigga got issues, okay? He is an idiot, okay? Just a straight, nasty little pedophile. Oh, no. Let's say you're 12. Turn around. I let me bust you down. Like, what? Paul, see, no. I would have felt away. Every bit of me, 25 years old, standing there in all my glory, and you say, let's just say that you're young. Like, God dang it. You know what? Do you know what? Can you imagine? Can you imagine going in your room? Hold on, this buffer. Y'all gotta set this scene. Let me let this buffer go through. You walk in the room, you drop it like it's hot, and you in all your glory standing there. And he say, how old are you? I'm 20. Don't say nothing more. Let's just say you young. You be like, God, I know you lying. All of this, I know you lying. No. We're gonna get into more of it next week, y'all. I know I gotta build it up, child. I gotta build it. We gotta see what had happened was afterwards, because this continues, as you guys heard, for months. Okay, so child, that point, that would have pissed me off. Hold on, I'm buffering. That would have pissed me off, especially knowing I'm petite the way I am, and I'm thinking I'm sexy and stuff, and I walk in there, I'm like, yeah. And then he'd be like, how old are you? Oh, you can't tell with all this voluptuousness how old I am. No, you look very young. Oh! Oh, no. That would have pissed me off. I would have been so upset. What? I done waited for you for hours in this must-ass room, looking at that picture of your wife for over 3 hours. It was several hours, might we add. You come in here kissing all on me with your funky breath, and then you gonna sit here and have the audacity as I drop my drawers for you. You to ask me how old I am and say, oh, yeah, we just gonna say you young. What? How dare you? How dare you? I know you lying. I would have been gone. That's all right. I don't need the deal. That's okay. I'm gone. You see, she made a point to say, this was before I had the body that I have now. Girl, Portia, child. All right, girl. Anyways, moving right along. Let me see what you guys have to say. Then we're going to go ahead and get into this book, Soulless. Okay, let me see what you guys have to say. Tori said, was she that naive or easy? I think if you ask me, it was a mix. I mean, let's be honest. If you go back to when you was 25, you know what I'm saying? You thought you knew it, but you still was trying to figure it out. I was a different 25 because I had been exposed to so much at a younger age. And I mean, from the sounds of it, so was she. So I don't really understand, but that's neither here nor there. I think she was naive, and I think she was easy. No shade. You couldn't put me at 20 up in a room waiting on any dude. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's just period. I don't care who you was. Like, you can ask people around me now. I don't fan out like I used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I probably do now because it's more of a admiration and inspiration that I seek out people. Like if I was to meet the likes of Lovely T or Armand and Tasha K, I will fan out with that because that's the platform that I'm doing, and they are doing some good things on it. But no shade, celebrities to me now they don't have the same value to me. I mean, they didn't really have value back then because it was just like I was around them, being in the industry, modeling and stuff like that. I was around them all the time, so I didn't fan out. So my thing is that if you would have put me in a room with the likes of R. Kelly in their situation and he was kissing out, hold on. See, I was just like, you child, please, like. I don't know. People call me stuck up or whatever. You ain't finna just push up on me. I was the type back then. I was the aggressor. If I was interested in a dude, I will go pursue them. That's kind of what happened with my husband, baby. He had to put me back in my place. Like, no, I'm the man. I got this. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was used to. So I couldn't see myself at 25, 20 or whatever, being in a situation like this and just standing there and being there and getting basically not molested, but raped, if you will, because like, well, you can't rape the willing. So I just being in an awkward situation like that. 1 minute we talking about music. This is my intentions of coming there for music, and then next thing you know, I'm butt naked in front of you. I don't care about being embarrassed. So I would have left. So I don't know if she was naive or easy or both. I say probably a mix of both, maybe. I don't know. Do she know her worth now? I don't think so. Want me to tell you why? Because she can't even get stuff that she goes after stuff that don't even belong to her, belong to somebody else. You gotta have a low self-esteem to go after a married man. That's period. And I say that as a woman in my past have had both experiences of being involved with a married man knowingly and unknowingly. Okay, that's kiddie stuff. That's stuff when you're a kid. But see, when you're grown, you say, dang, I would not want to be in that position of that wife. You think like that because you're mature. Okay. But for her to act as if this situation won't come around on her, I just like, I don't think she know her worth. And then look at the caliber of men that she dates. Yeah, they may have money, if you will, but they are gruesome. They are ugly. We're not going to play these games. They are ugly. And I know you might be like, well, do I prefer an attractive man that's broke, or do I prefer an ugly man that's rich? I would take the lesser of the evils. I'm gonna be looking at you for the rest of my life. We can make money. We can get there. But I just And so I just feel like she don't know her worth. Porsha is bad. We're not gonna play these games. Porsha is bad, and then she opens her mouth. Okay, let's leave it there. Keith says R. Kelly had all them underage kids around when his wife was upstairs as well. Period. That's what I'm saying. So she could have probably been in one of the rooms herself while Porsha was there. We don't know. We don't know. Leslie says, oh, hell no. Throw it all out right now to the Christmas stocking. She had the mind of a 16, 17-year-old. You can see she don't act her age now. That's true. That is true. You're freaking killing me. I'm dead. Travis says, that sounds like what R. Kelly would say. Left my ass off. She ain't asked no questions about her singing. She went along with it. Exactly. I would be like, but sir, excuse me. After I drop it like it's hot, can we discuss maybe you getting on a track with me, or maybe producing a track? I mean, what if we gonna do this? Come on now. We grown. If I'm gonna go spread eagle, what do I get in exchange for this, sir? Let's negotiate here, okay? Because if my hoop is gonna be up for sale, let's make sure it's a fair exchange. Fair exchange, no robbery, right? So if I'm going to be doing the Step Taco Tuesday, shout out to Taco Tuesday. I made tacos for my family tonight. But anyways, if I'm gonna be stuffing my taco with your beef, I need to make sure that we have a fair exchange going on. I'm just saying, like, she just okay. Just idiot. Kay says, is her sister the narrator of the book of this chapter? They rotate. They rotate, which was weird. I was like, I would have read this chapter. I wouldn't allow my sisters to read the chapter of me basically going through a whole, excuse my French, shit show experience with R. Kelly. Why would you have your sister read that? But that's neither here nor there. These people just. Queen says she should have ran. Then he want her to be 12. I'm just saying. Hey, it's different. Hey, Andrew. Andrew says the same thing he said to Faith. Tell daddy that you're 16. Yeah, no, nigga. I'm 19. Hey, I'm legal. I'm 19. Let's just say you're 12. Like, what? This nigga just, oh, Lord, I swear. I can't wait till these cases come back, y'all. I'm going to save up all my little coins, all my little income tax ducats, just so we can buy these transcripts and I can read. I'm excited. I'm anxious. Leslie says, I would have never passed the inspection test. I had boobs at 11. Big boobs. Nope. Can't deal with you. He wants to be able to give you the boobs. He wants to pay for the boobs for you, okay? At the age that he feel like is best, okay? But no, you can't come in there with boobs, Leslie. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have got it. You wouldn't have got it, okay? You wouldn't have got it, all right? You wouldn't have got it. Girl say, hey, hello, Whitney. I think she is a little slow. You know what? I can't talk about nobody because y'all know I'll be a little ditzy myself every now and again. I can't talk about nobody, okay? Anyways, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into Soulless, the case of against R. Kelly, okay? So stay tuned, you guys.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Nope, this ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself. Or feel free to mute me and read on your own. Otherwise, sit back and be grateful. You are tuned into a live reading with Whitney G. All right, you guys, we are back. Okay, so I believe that we're on chapter 12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're on chapter 12, we're on part 3. Chapter 12 is 304 pages. We're at 210, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this or read or whatever. Hold on. Did he give her herpes? Also, that's what I want to know. Okay, see, me and you are here. Y'all are my people. That's something I would like to know. It went on for months. That's something I would inquire minds would like to know. We're right there, babe. We're right there, okay? We're right there. Because that's what I want to know as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into this book. Hold on. I forgot to take note of this. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, that's a fairly good question. That's inquiring minds would like to know that as well, love. Like for real. Like, let me see how many pages we got going on with this chapter, because y'all know once I get to a point, I'm gonna stop and we'll continue next week because I'm trying to drag it out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay. So it's 13 pages. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read until my little time stop where I want to stop at, okay? Hopefully it's the whole chapter. If not, we got next week, okay? All right. While I get everything set up, okay, here we go. Oh, is that chapter 12? Okay, there we go. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen with y'all. Okay, I always put myself down at the bottom, and then let me bump it so you guys can see that they're going to be reading on, because y'all know, like I said on the interlude, maybe this is not a professional move for me. I'm doing this to be nice. Okay. So all right. So before we go ahead and get into this read, I want to give a shout out to the R. Kelly Case Open Discussion group on Facebook. This is where I obtained this book in its entirety, as well as a majority of all my transcript reading I copped from this group. Okay, they are very informative. They stay on the cojones of R. Kelly and this trial. I'm excited to be a part of the group, and I look forward to any other further documents that they add on to it. So shouts out to them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this read. Okay, now I try to be as theatrical as I can because it can be boring and mundane. Any questions, concerns, and or comments pertaining to this here read, put it in the comments, put it in the chat. Okay, talk about it. Okay, because I always read it back. Okay, all right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this read. Okay, all right. Okay. In November 2000, Chicago journalist and music critic Jim DeRogas received an anonymous, and I may be pronouncing his name wrong. Y'all already know what I said now. I've said what I said now. Okay, this is just a Google insert about the book. All right. Received an anonymous fax that alleged R. Kelly had a problem with young girls. Weeks later, Jim broke the shocking story, publishing allegations that the R&B superstar and local hero had groomed girls, sexually abused them, and paid them off. Jim thought his work would have an impact. Instead, Kelly's career flourished. No one seemed to care, not the music industry, not the culture at large, not the parents of numerous other young girls. But for more than 18 years, Jim stayed on the story. He was the one who was given the disturbing videotape that led to Kelly's 2008 child pornography trial. The one whose window was shot out, and the one whom women trusted to tell their stories of a meeting with the superstar at a classroom, a mall, a concert, or a McDonald's that forever warped the course of their lives. Soulless, the case against R. Kelly, Jim's masterpiece, a work of tenacious journalism and powerful cultural criticism. It tells the story of Kelly's career, Jim's investigation, and the world in which the two crossed paths, and brings the story up to the moment when things finally seem to have changed. Decades in the making, this is an outrageous, darkly riveting account of the life and actions of R. Kelly and their horrible impact on dozens of girls by the only person to tell it. Okay, so I always like to give you guys that precursor insert about the book that we're reading, and we're going to go ahead and get into this book. Okay, we are in part 3, which is the final part. Yeah. Okay, we are a little less away from 100 pages of wrapping this book. Okay, in its entirety. Okay, chapter 12. How old are we talking? Okay, let's get into it. This is right on time because we got through speaking about the whole PORSHA. We're talking about the whole PORSHA experience. Okay, so this is just too funny. Okay, how old are we talking? Yeah, you look a little, let's just say, young. Let's get into this. Okay, I hope you guys got your popcorns and your snack packs and stuff like that. I have my little snack box right here, and I need to shout out to Funables. Okay, fruity snacks, sour mixed berry. I'm telling you, get you some. You're gonna thank me for it later. All right, I'm gonna be winging in and out of eating these. I'm gonna try my best not to be smacking in your ears or whatever, but you know, it's dinner time. Okay, how old are we talking? On September 15, 2008, R. Kelly sat in a Philadelphia hotel suite with Torre, a music journalist and critic who'd written for the New York Times, The Village Voice, and Rolling Stone. He now hosts a BET show called The Black Carpet. Kelly wanted to do the interview in Philly. His crisis manager, Alan Mayer, told me because 3 months after having been acquitted on our charges of making child pornography, the singer felt like Rocky. This was an important piece of media intended to relaunch Kelly's career. Though his album and concert ticket sales had never faltered after the state of Illinois indicted him in 2002. Mayor fretted the Kelly camp had chosen an interview they believed would be friendly, and they'd set some boundaries for the questions, but they worried because Kelly hadn't prepared. You know, the singer had spent the previous evening partying with his crew, and he brushed Mayor aside when the publicist wanted to work with him to rehearse talking points as they'd done before the Ed Gordon interview more than 6 years earlier. No, I got this, Kelly said. When the singer saw the cameras and lights the next day, he finally got serious. Before the interview, he was so nervous, he was shaking, Torre recalled. The star's handlers had asked to see the questions beforehand, and it was clearly a condition of the interview. Torre had read about 10 questions, and he turned them over. Though he intended to follow the interview wherever it went once the cameras rolled, they had all the power until we started. Once we started, the equation totally changed. His beard and hair neatly trimmed, Kelly wore a black leather jacket over a black t-shirt with white lettering. Things started out well, with both men all smiles. You had a long tribulation. Yeah, you came out victorious. You got to be feeling like Ali, like I just won a big fight. Torre begun. Well, I just feel good, man. You know, move on with my life, Kelly replied. Your music is amazing, Torre told him, adding that Kelly was one of the geniuses of the era. Like Marvin Gaye and Prince, only you were able to do the spiritual stuff and the sexual stuff, and it works. I'm like, how are you able to work both sides of the listeners that way? Kelly took a second to ponder, as if considering this the thought of me for the first time. I keep it real, he concluded. I grew up in the church and I grew up in the streets as well. So I've kind of got a bit of a both sides in me, which I believe we all do in one way or another. The flattery continued. Over the last 6 years, Torre said, you've had this trial hanging over your head, but you've still been able to create music, great music. How had he been able to do that despite this personal pressure? Kelly drew inspiration from difficulties such as the death of his mother and the trial, he said, and he found strength in his fans and family. Then Torre tossed a curveball. Do you like underage girls? Hold on. I got to come on the screen for that one. Y'all know we got to reenact that one. Do you like underage girls? Mary jumped in front of the camera. No. You can't ask him that. Once again, Kelly brushed Mayor aside. No, man, I got this. It's cool. I want to answer this. Mayor sat down again. Okay, you're the client, he said. And the interview resumed. The first question in Mayor's interruption would never be aired. Wow, interesting. Fun fact. The interviewer posed a question to 41-year-old Kelly a second time, with a slight change in the wording. Because of Kelly's reply, BET only aired the interview once. The day after, Tori told me Kelly's people called and demanded it be shelved or they would sue. On what grounds? No idea. But BET shelved it. The clip floats on the net until unseen forces remove it. And then someone posts it anew. Let me ask you something real that millions of Americans are wondering about you. Tori began the second time. Do you like teenage girls? Kelly, who'd been leaning to his left, sat up straight. When you say teenage, how old are we talking? The interviewer's face registered almost comic surprise. Girls who are teenagers, Tori said. 19? Kelly asked, dumbfounded. Tori replied, 19 and younger. Kelly took a moment to consider. I have some 19-year-old friends, but I don't like anybody illegal, if that's what we're talking about, underage. Tori tried one more time. Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you say to them? R.KELLY smiled. Well, those people don't know Robert. But nigga, they know Kelly. They know R.KELLY like them young girls. You like young twat, you nasty pedophile. I just had to get that out. Sorry. Hang on. Growing up 35 miles west of Chicago in the suburban Streamwood, Jerhonda Johnson. I need to, you know what, let me contact Jerhonda. Let me see what she's doing. Hold on, y'all. Jerhonda Johnson had heard R.KELLY's music for as long as she remembered. He provided the soundtrack to her childhood at birthday parties, backyard barbecues, even a church, and in school. At age 11 in 2003, she became a super fan, thanks to Ignition, Remix, and Chocolate Factory. My family listened to his music. My friends listened to his music. Everybody was just in love with the music. I literally had every single CD he had released. It was just like music that like attracted me. And then everywhere I go, people were playing his music. So it was like nonstop chocolate world. It kind of reminds me of the Pied Piper. He played music, right? Music that attracted the mice out of the town. Then he revised it, and made it attract the kids out of the town when the people weren't trying to pay him. Interesting. When she wasn't spinning Kelly's CDs, she told me she blasts Chicago's R&B radio powerhouse, WGCI was the biggest supporter. They played him all the time, and it was my favorite radio station. I first heard how Jerhonda met Kelly in January 2012, 3.5 years after the verdict, writing anonymously and in all caps, and nothing that my father-in-law was a co-writer. The longer you live in Chicago, the more it becomes a very big, small town. One of her relatives claimed to have a good story. Eventually, the correspondent gave me Jerhonda's contact info, and we traded a dozen emails and texts over the next 5 years before she trusted me to tell her story publicly for the first time. Now, I will go on record and say this, that Jerhonda did tell me personally that she is kind of upset at Jim, that he mixed a lot of falsities in the book. And let's just be very clear. That's what you do to make a book salacious, okay? Not to say that that's okay, though, because if you are being entrusted with people's lives and their stories, you need to do right by them. So that's why I said, I was trying to reach out to Jerhonda because, I was telling her that I was reading this book, and she was just like, I got a few choice words. And I was like, okay. So just let y'all know that, okay? All right, let's get back to it. Throughout the trial, Jerhonda had been one of the 2 supporters who attended Cook County Criminal Court several days a week. R. Kelly's biggest fan. The media called them. I had never experienced a trial in person, and they have this big R&B star whom I really like, and I just wanted to experience it. She told reporters she was 18, but she was really 15. Doe-eyed with a slight build, a slight build, chubby cheeks, long black hair, and a wide smile in her many photos at the time. I would have thought she was 12. I saw the pictures too. She looked young, but I digress. Sheriff's deputies were supposed to card at the door of courtroom 500, bearing admittance to anyone under 18 because the child pornography video would be shown as evidence. Jerhonda had a cheap and obviously fake ID that somehow passed muster. Cutting as many of her sophomore high school classes as she attended. She took the Metro train to Chicago because she wanted to see Kelly and learn the truth about the things people were saying. Did he really do it? I wanted to see everything for myself. At the time, I was still, pretty starstruck. So I was in disbelief. I thought, well, maybe that's not the girl. Like everyone who followed the trial closely, she had an opinion about the verdict. If she would have come forward, I think it would have made a huge difference. Jerhonda met Kelly when he walked into the courthouse. He seemed like a cool guy. And he would also speak to me when he saw me. One day, she even got Kelly's autograph. He didn't have anything to sign, and neither did I, but my friend reached into her pocket and found an old bank slip. So I got his autograph on her bank slip. She showed me she had it laminated. In May 2009, 11 months after the trial ended, Jerhonda said a member of Kelly's crew saw out and friended her on MySpace. Wow. Not MySpace. Hey, Shanette. Hey, girl. Not MySpace. Dang, Jerhonda. She telling our age. Not MySpace. Jesus. Take me back. I want to go back. No, I don't. MySpace was hell. Woo, child. He He invited her to a party at Kelly's home at 1 Morrow's Lane in Olympia Fields. The singer lived alone. Now that his divorce from Andrea, at least, well, I'm not even gonna say, about to say at least he was divorced, but you know, he still probably had the pitch on the wall then too. The divorce from Andrea was final. The mansion boasted a soaring 3-story atrium, 5 bedrooms, 7 baths, half a dozen fireplaces, a home theater, a log cabin room with a hot tub, and a large Hawaiian-themed indoor pool. It sat on almost 4 acres of rolling green hills. Behind rock walls and iron gates, with a long tree-lined driveway, a pond, a tennis basketball court, and a 6-car garage, all overlooking the 14-hole of the Olympia Fields Country Club's South Course. Jerhonda had never seen anything like it. I was a bit nervous. Even though I had already met him at his trial, I was like literally at his house. So it did not feel real. She had just turned 16 and she lied to her parents, telling them she'd be at a friend's place. Girl, I did that too, child, and I was pregnant. During the party, Kelly called her over to the tiki bar in the pool room, saying he remembered her from court. He asked for her cell phone and entered his number. At the time, I was still, pretty starstruck, so I was in disbelief. She didn't tell him her age, and he didn't ask. On June 5th, Kelly invited Jerhonda to come back, and he sent one of his crew to pick her up in a black SUV. He told her to bring her bathing suit. I really thought I was going to his house just to go swimming. Jerhonda, you know what? No, I can't. That's a kiddie way of thinking. That is a kiddie way of thinking, child. This time, they were alone in the pool room. He told me that he wanted me to undress for him and walk back and forth like I was modeling. From the pool room, he took me into his game room and he just laid me on the couch, and then, I'm sorry, I saw my kid. And then we had oral sex back and forth. Then he took me into his sex room, which is a room full of mirrors. The entire room is like mirrors. We just talked for about 30 minutes, and that very first time it was just oral sex between us. Kelly also made Jerhonda write in and sign letters stating she'd stolen jewelry and cash from him, and that her parents had set her up to blackmail him. He told her it was insurance, so she wouldn't talk about their relationship. None of the charges were true, she said, but she did as he instructed. On her third visit, 4 days later, Kelly gave Jerhonda a strong but fruity drink he called Sex in the Kitchen, like his song. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why I hate when people be like, I can take the artist from the artistry. No, you can't. Not when this fool is blatantly making songs literally about experiences. Like when you think back at different songs that he said, it's like you gotta wonder what little girl was he talking about then, a little boy he was talking about then, like feeling on your booty. Was he talking about John Doe or or Jane Doe? Like I just hate. That's why I just prefer not to. No, thank you. And it hit her hard. I was drunk because I wasn't used to alcohol. They had intercourse and Kelly took her virginity. He thought that was exciting. They continued having sexual contact for the next 7 months, and Kelly filmed many of their encounters. He never asked permission. He just did it. I had to call him daddy, and he would call me baby. Oh, wait a minute. You dirty, nasty, stanky foot, big, funky, honky tonk, you dirty penis having bastard. How that is disgusting. So basically, if you the daddy and it's the baby, you're having sex with your child, you nasty, dirty foot, stanky penis, crabby patty, no good son of a gun. Oh, that's just disgusting. Oh. And see, that's the reason why. Who's at the door? My kids. That's the reason why I don't call my husband daddy. I call him King. Or I call him by his damn name. I don't, daddy, zaddy. I don't do all of that. That's some kitty crap. And that's gross. Why would you want to call your husband, your sniffing other daddy, your daddy? I digress. Let's keep it going. Nasty sack of potato, old buckethead. You deserve to be in jail. Hope they calling you daddy now. He wanted me to have 2 pigtails, and I had to go out and find little schoolgirl outfits, Jerhonda said, and she began spending a lot of time at the mansion. I noticed every time I brought up me going home, he would ask me, well, what do you have to do? And I was like, I just want to go home to get a change of clothes. And he'd go, I could buy you some of those. He never wanted me to leave. If Kelly had previously been unaware of Jerhonda's age, she said she told him for certain that she was 16 on July 17th. I gave him my state ID, the real one. She recalled Kelly saying it was fine, but she should tell anyone who asked she was 19. And act like she was 25. I asked him, like, do you like your girls younger? He said, of course I do, because I can train them. He said, older women, they have too much knowledge. When they are young, I can train them and I can mold them to be who I want them to be. When she spent weekends at the mansion, Jerhonda often lied to her parents and said she was staying with her 17-year-old friend, Dominique Garner. Another then and Petite Kelly superfan, 1 year her senior, they met on MySpace too and bonded in person when they both bought tickets for their favorite singer's concert at the United Center during the Double Up tour in December 2007. Now, Jerhonda had problems at home with sexual abuse in her past, and she liked staying with Dominique and her mother. Jerhonda shared Kelly's phone number with Dominique, who began calling and texting the star. Dominique first met Kelly after watching him play basketball. Then she started going to the mansion too. While they were there, Jerhonda said they had to follow what Kelly called his rules, dressing in baggy clothing, sometimes turning over their phones and asking him permission to shower, eat, go to the bathroom, or leave the property. I asked him, okay, why are you taking my phone away? Jerhonda recalled. She hated giving it to him and often hid it in her pocket. He said, because if people knew that we were dating, they would be jealous. He said, everybody would be jealous and they would try to, take you away from me. They wouldn't want me around you. They would want what you have, and I don't want them. I only want you. If Jerhonda broke Kelly's rules or hesitated when he asked her to perform certain sex acts, she said he insulted and slapped her. He had strap-ons. We'd have to do stuff like that. And he wanted me to engage in sexual activity with other people while he sat there and he watched. And it wasn't a comfortable situation. Nevertheless, she went along. At the time, I didn't know what I liked, honestly. I just knew that I liked his music. So I was pretty much accepting of anything that came with him at the time. On occasion, Jerhonda and Dominique were both at the mansion at the same time, but they knew that only if they'd broken Kelly's rules, kept their phones and text each other from the separate rooms where he sequestered them. He had different girls in different rooms, and he would go room to room doing whatever he did with each girl, Jerhonda said. Now, on June 14, 2009, 2 Olympia Fields police cars pulled up to the mansion in search of Dominique. Her family had called for a well-being check, concerned that the 17-year-old girl was with Kelly. Dominique wasn't there. She later told me she was at a cousin's house, but Jerhonda was watching Transformers in the mansion's home theater. Usually, Kelly only joined her to watch Bulls games. He once hit her because she was rooting for the Cleveland Cavaliers instead of his favorite team, she said, or Toddlers and Tiaras, a show she claims he loved. What the entire hell? You old nasty, disgusting. This nigga like the tutus and tiaras, what is it called? Toddlers and tiaras. Y'all, like he really is a pedophile. Why people are saying that he's not a pedophile because he don't like kids. Yes, he do. He's a pedophile. He likes kids. If he could go younger, he probably would. But the thing is that he get them just at an age to where, like, you can go out, you know what I'm saying, 15, 16. I can think back, I was like 13. My mom would allow me to go over to some friends and spend the night. I could go to the movies with friends and stuff like that. I bet you if this nasty, sick, twisted bastard could go younger, he would. He would, but he can't get access to nobody younger except for Rashonda. That's gross. Oh, that's nasty, yo. With the cops at the door, Kelly panicked, rushed into the theater room, and told Jerhonda to hide. They're looking for a 17-year-old. You're not 17 because, like I said, you're 19. Jerhonda recalls Kelly telling her. She saw the cops at the door on the mansion's closed circuit video system, and she heard Kelly call his attorney, Ed Ginson, who advised him he didn't have to let officers search his home if they didn't have a warrant. Word spread on the net of cops descending on Kelly's mansion after a frantic call about him preying on teens. Now, some even used the word rape. By the summer of 2010, the fertile new field of online rumor and innuendo had already blossomed to the point where only an idiot believed a quarter of the stuff on gossip websites and fan groups or on the still new but exploding social media platforms of Facebook and Twitter. Instagram didn't launch until that October. Now, in July, Lauren Fitzpatrick of the Southtown Star got wind of the rumors online, started digging and discovered that police had indeed visited the mansion. She couldn't find a police report. It only surfaced a decade later. That's to a Freedom of Information Act request. And Chief Jeff Chudwin didn't tell her much. Police were informed of a possible criminal matter. We investigated the issues, found there to be no crime. And the matters have been closed. Kelly's crisis manager, Alan Mayer, issued a statement on the PR Newswire in response to the rumors on the net. This is completely false. No police ever showed up at Kelly's house with a search warrant, nor was his house ever searched. It is also not true as the substantiated report claimed that any such girl ever stayed overnight in Kelly's house or that she had been there but left shortly before some mythological police search. Kelly's attorneys have informed the police that they will cooperate fully with any investigation. When I first interviewed him for this book, Reconnecting, after the many times we spoke during the 2000s, Mayer told me he quit as Kelly's crisis manager the day after the Torre interview. I bet, nigga. I bet. A week later, I realized his statement about the police call came a year after that. It's true that for a year or so beyond the Torre interview, I continued at the request of Rob's lawyers to release some statements for him on minor matters, he said. But as far as the major issues were concerned, I was done in September 2018, and I never spoke out on his behalf again. A spin doctor never stops spinning. The Olympia Fields police had visited Kelly's mansion at least 3 times before. They conducted the well-being check on his wife, Andrea, as requested by her mother in 2003, which I didn't know about that. And they investigated the complaint by Henry Vaughn, the king of scappers, in 2006. With the help of a reporter at the Chicago Tribune, I also unearthed a heavily redacted file documenting a 3rd visit. The file began with an incident report for a criminal sexual assault on a 23-year-old woman on January 27, 2008, 5 months before the verdict in Kelly's trial. Police took the woman's statement at nearby St. James Hospital, which collected a rape kit. The woman told police she'd been invited to a party at the mansion where about 30 people gathered. A man whose name was redacted sexually assaulted her in the studio, according to the police report. And when she protested, he told her, "You talk too much. Got too much mouth. This is what I do around here." The file ended with the detective nothing that on January 31st, a lawyer representing the victim informed police. Hi, Bobo. Oh, I'm not leaving yet, but you can come say hi. Come here.
Stand up because I have pants.
Yeah, you can say hi real quick because mommy's reading.
Hi.
They can't see you, Bobo.
Why?
Okay. There you go. Say hi.
Hi.
Thank you. Give me kisses. Okay. Bye-bye, baby.
Why?
Sorry about that, y'all. My son came in here. Okay. Anyways. It's my baby. And we're almost done. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Okay. Informed police she didn't want to press criminal charges, but would file a civil lawsuit. I didn't find a subsequent legal claim. Hold on. Sorry, that's my husband, y'all. Legal claim. Michelle Kramer, Dominique Garner's mother, blamed the Olympia Fields police for turning a blind eye towards the happenings at the mansion. Kelly was the largest taxpayer in the village of 4,700. Southtown Star reporter Lauren Fitzpatrick noted in a follow-up story about the 2009 police call to Marl's Lane. His property taxes equaled a tenth of the police department's annual budget in 2008. If they'd done their jobs, none of this would have happened, Kramer told me. Her daughter was one of Kelly's lovers for 9 years, from 2009 until she finally broke with him in 2018. Now, Jerhonda told me she had sexual contact with Kelly more than 50 times when she was still 16. He was a very sexual person. He asked her to engage in threesomes, and she once had sexual contact with him and a woman he called his trainer. Because she taught new girls the rules, the trainer had been best friends since high school with Rashonda Landfair. And Jerhonda saw Rashonda herself at a party at the mansion one night. Now, Jerhonda recognized Rashonda from the half dozen times she saw the videotape in court. God damn. In January 2010, Jerhonda broke off contact with Kelly after the two had an argument when he caught her texting a friend. She was still only 16 because she broke his rules. He demanded that she have a threesome with him and another man to prove her loyalty. She said, and she refused. He'd asked and she declined once before, and he slapped her then and lashed out again now, holding her against a wall and choking her. She said, "I didn't want to have sex with anybody else." Okay, so we're going to stop there. We stopped on page 217. We're going to pick back up on 218 on next week, okay? 218 on next week, all right? We're going to stop that right there, okay? Child, this, I just don't know what to say. From Princess Portia to, oh my gosh, us hearing this about this tea about, Jerhonda and all these people. I'm going to try my best to get the tea from Jerhonda. I got y'all. Okay, let me get into these comments. We're going to wrap it up. Okay? We're going to wrap it up. Hey, Monique says, How old we talking, right? Idiot. Yes, you did. You made it. Yes, I remember telling my mom I was at a friend's house as well. I was 16. 16. And sorry, I'll be clicking my teeth. But 16. And I wasn't a bad child. So my mom had no reason to question or doubt anything that I came and asked her for. Okay. So, you know, me asking, hey, mom, can I go spend the night at somebody's house? It wasn't a big deal. It was like, okay, have fun, be good. Don't be over there embarrass me at these people's house. Be on your best behavior. And that was that on that. Mom really didn't ask me any questions. Now, we can say, well, is that a good parent? Is that a bad parent? I just feel like that's just a parent. If you're not privy to stuff, like my mom has never been through sexual abuse. She's never been through that. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't know the signs to look for. I have. So I'm going to kind of be a little more active and creative in my kids' life. I am now. I go through phones. I don't care. No, you don't have privacy. And people will be nowadays talking about some, the kids say they have their own. Bump that. Now I was about to say another word. You can have that out of my house. You don't have privacy in a house that you don't pay bills for. Get dirty about what these people be acting stupid now. These old sensitive. Oh my God, this is my space. This is not your space. You don't pay the cost to be the boss. You can talk your noise out of here. That's why I ain't gonna be no dating in my house. It ain't gonna be none of that. That's why people be like, well, they sexually, you don't need to be worried about nothing sexually. Who you are, who you like, what you want. That shouldn't even be a thought in your head while you're in this house. And you don't have your own place to be intimate or sexual with anybody. Yeah, but that's another topic in itself. Girl, yeah, baby, please. I lied to my mama. That's when people be acting ignorant and acting as if they don't comprehend lying to your parents and they're none the wiser. My mama never knew they went down until I was pregnant. Ow. Mm-hmm. Hey, Amber Bamber, my love bug. Miss you. Monique says, I pray he didn't touch his children. Hold on. Well, then again, something happened because those kids, never mind. Nope. Let's talk about it, Monique. Let's talk about how he had that one baby on the table with tight jeans, tight shirt, lipstick, very young, dancing for older men. And no shade, no tea. Not to say that this is always the reason why, but these are contributing factors. Now she's transgender. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, she's back a girl or whatever. She's just, but I don't know what's going on, but confusion. So they done seen something. They done heard something. They done experienced something with this man. Just the thought of it. Yeah. I don't call my husband daddy either because he ain't my daddy, period, Pooh. Like, what the hell? What are we talking about? It is not cute to me. I remember I slipped up one time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I slipped up and I was like, thank daddy. I was like, huh. Yeah. He was like, you okay? I was like, yeah. I don't know what the hell I was going through. I bet he did love that show. Andrew says, you can't blame the parents for that. I'm not blaming them for that. No, I'm not blaming the parents at all. Y'all know I'm the furthest person that blame parents. I had a whole segment of where were the parents to make fun at people that was asking that question when it comes down to the whole R. Kelly trial. That whole segment was really to be funny, to be sarcastic. I don't blame not one parent, but Rashonda parents. I do. I sure do. But all these other parents that people just don't like for whatever reason, no, you got to give me some legit hard proof that, you know, they put their children in this situation and they kept them in this situation for money and all this other stuff. Now, you just looking for an opportunity with a celebrity, that's different. That's different. Did you miss it? You did. Because like I said, my mom missed it because she's never been in a situation to where she got to look for anything. I have. So I look at stuff differently. Is that my mom's fault? No. She just didn't have those experiences. And sometimes God allows things to happen in your life so you have a way of viewing things differently for the next generation, you know? Is non-binary or something. Exactly. But she was being paraded around at a very young age to men that were twice her age. And ain't no telling what other stuff happened. Just saying. Just saying. You sure can if it's respectful. You just keep it cute and you got the floor, B. Monique says, oh, yeah, she did switch gender. So, and his other daughter changed her own name. Yeah, baby, disassociation real quick. Leslie said, I was sneaking out the basement window when I was 14. Do you hear me? Baby, what? Girl, bad, hot, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I was just really doing what other teenagers do. Yeah, I just didn't get caught. Joanne now goes by the name Buku. Yep, she do. I was definitely not the good child. I was a decent child. I'm gonna say that. I didn't give my mama too much issues. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I was bad because I wasn't. I just was mischievous. I would say that. I don't think you were a bad child either, Leslie. I think you was mischievous. And I think a lot of back then, we got a lot of grace from our parents. Let's be real. Because they weren't exposed to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go back. Let's even talk about the school shootings and stuff like that. We didn't have a lot of those like we do now. We didn't. When that first one happened, it shook the whole world because we weren't privy to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you were bad. I don't think you were bad at all. B says, no disrespect. My question is, the man should pay because the woman lied in the first place? No. What he's paying for is what he did on those videos. And I think that we negate that. It's not how you get in a situation. It's what you do when you're in it. Like I said, prime example with Porsha. And if you're new to this channel, B, I'm very fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm very fair. And I call it out like it is. They can all tell you that's in the chat. But I stand with the victims, period. However, in all of these situations, he was aware of age at one point. And at no point did he stop and say, shame on you, little girl. Shame on you, little boy. I want to tell your parents to come get you because you're trying to put me in a situation that I was just acquitted 4 years back, that I don't want to have no dealings with anything. Not one can you name that we can say lied about their age. When he became aware of their age, he let go. You can't name one. And then furthermore, let's not even talk about the ones that were underage. Let's talk about the ones that were of age. Did they deserve to be recorded without their consent? Did they deserve to be beaten? Did they deserve to go through all of the nasty, disgusting, vile things that they went through because they were of age? No. No human being deserves to be disrespected, to be violated, to be abused like he put those individuals through. That's period. That's of age or unaged or whatever. And for that reason, he broke the law. So to answer your question, should a man pay? Because yeah, that's the law. You should have did your due diligence to get a informative line of information with how old these young ladies were that you were messing around with. Be it contact their mom, be it I want to see a birth certificate if it's that serious. and be clear about how old they are before you bust them down. And he didn't just do it once. He did it several times over a length of months. It's against the law in a lot of states, B. So, should he pay? Yeah, because he broke the law. Yeah, you was a ladies' man. Lay says, I can go with mischievous. Yes, let's go with that. B says, we're not talking about anybody under the age of 17 because nobody under the age of 17 has came out. Huh? Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have, babe. And they came there in Rashonda, the one that's going to happen in Chicago. She was underage. Yeah, he's in jail for that too. So I'm not sure what you're hearing. And that's the thing. It's a lot of misinformation that's being put out there. But we read the indictment. Yeah. The trial from 2008 that he, paid people off for is coming back when he go to court. Yeah. So, and she was 12, 13, 14. A lot of her friends were around the age as well. So we don't have to talk about people that were 17 and above or 17 and below. We can talk about people younger than that too. B. I understand that, but that's after she slept with him. It's too late then. Send her home. Let that one situation happen. Chalk it up and send her home. Leave her alone. He continued to mess with her just like all the other ones. Even like we read earlier today with PORSHA. She was a grown woman. But he mishandled her over months. So, and you even saying it's too late. Well, leave her alone. Send her home. Call her mama on her. Get her in trouble at that point. And no way, shape, or form did he ever do that with anybody. You can't name one. And so that's the reason why he's in this predicament that he's in now. He steadily broke the law. And it's just, you gotta, this is the consequences you suffer. It's not up to that person to be honest with their age. It's up to you. You're the one that's trying to have sex with somebody. It's up to you as the adult that you know you are to make sure that this is an adult that you're having sex with as well. Leslie said, how old was Aaliyah? 14 exactly, and he married her. He says, you're still guilty at that point. You are guilty. You're absolutely right. However, we would have been none the wiser. Jerhonda would have got her little piece and would have felt like, oh my God, I had sex with R.Kelly. And to be honest with you, she would have moseyed on about her life and nobody would have believed her. There would have been one encounter, one and done, and that would have been on. So he could have left it alone at that point. He could have made her go on about her business, but he didn't. He continued to engage with her. So at the end of the day, it's no way around that. It's no way around that. You did not send them home. You did not call nobody. You didn't call the police. You didn't call the parents. None of that. Queen says he never reported, just paid her and made her sign an NDA. Hence, he knew it was wrong. Everybody was under 18. They are just grown now. Ain't nothing too late. B says, I think they both should have consequences if that be the case. Keep it fair. Well, I don't. I would think if she lied, it will be a consequence. Not because at a kid age, you do dumb stuff. And even the government knows that. That's why it's a consent. That's why it's an age of consent. And the age of consent is 16, 17 in some states because they know the mind isn't as mature. So again, it's you as the mature adult not to put yourself in situations to where you're going to be looked upon and have to answer some questions. You know, when you see a kid, that's period. Me as petite and young looking, as you will, as you want to call it, it's stuff on me that you can be like, all right, she's not no kid. We not finna play that, B. Like, come on now. Okay, if that's true, then I see your point. It is. It really is. Like, seriously, if you do your research, B, and thank you for being so respectful. Like, thank you. We can have this this dialect, you know, and I appreciate you just speaking how you feel, you know what I'm saying, and trying to gain an understanding. But my thing is that, you know, like, we know what we be doing. You know, I knew what I was doing. I knew I was lying to my mom. I knew I was lying to my mom. I knew it. Because if I was honest with my mom, let's play this out, okay? Mom, I want to go over my fairly older boyfriend's house, and I want to be sexually involved with him the whole weekend. Can I go? Ain't no way in hell. My mom was like, sure, be safe. No. So of course I lied. Mama, hey, you remember Keandra? Yeah. So she having a birthday party, a sleepover this weekend. Can I go? Yeah, be safe. All right, mama. As a kid, though, I'm not thinking that I'm finna go over here and get pregnant. I know I'm be sexual, but see, I'm still an adolescent. I'm still young. I don't even know how my body works. Come on now, somebody. Yeah. That's why when people be putting people on there and say like, oh, well, she grown, she knew what she was doing. How can you really say that? No, you're grown. You know what you're doing. Most children, most kids don't know what they're doing. You tell me, why can't you drive a car before the age of 15 in some states? Because you're not cognitive to know what's going on. My 6-year-old will lie to me. If I say, who did it? I didn't do it. That's a lie. I saw you do it. And then it's like, uh-oh, come on now. So of course a 16, 17, 18-year-old is going to lie. They're going to lie. But you sit here and you saw many occasions, a 25-year-old PORSHA, a 19, 20-year-old Faith, both were grown women enough to say, I am twin, and get cut off. Are we going to talk about it? Yeah, see, these grown women were bold enough to be able to be honest with their age. So, you know, yes, same with Azrael. Yes, I agree with that. I do agree with. Thank you. Andrew says, my sister was lying to my mom and she was 20, 21. I mean, B says, I'm just trying to understand how you women see things so we can work out a solution of these issues in the future. Beautiful. Beautiful, B. But know that it's not just women. Yeah, he had John Doe's too. Yeah, like 2 or 3. So we can't just box women in. And see, we tend to forget that. He had a 17-year-old boy that he was messing with, that he crawled to. Yeah. So that's illegal. He was illegal. He was on trial for that too. Hey, Mary Blue. Hey, Princess. Miss you. Leslie says, I was young and pregnant too. Well, the enlightened one says, I think your bravery of your eye and accept. I don't know what you're trying to say, but if you're talking about my lazy eye, I'm very brave. And but it's braver people than me besides having an eye, a lazy eye. Okay. Hey, Reaction Therapy. Hello. Is that, I'm trying to see, is that your child? Beautiful. B says, so why should he pay for what you're doing? What? Okay, CB, now you're throwing me off. I don't know what you're talking about. Leslie says, my mother didn't even know I was leaving the house. Let me pregnant. I had to tell my parents. They were like, how? You never leave the house. You are a mess, right, girl? That's why my mama found out. She was like, what? Yeah, mom, sorry. Child. Most boys lie about their whereabouts too. That's what I'm saying. It's so sexist. It's so sexist. It's so sexist. But we forgetting it was dudes in this trial too, right? Child. B says, best looking at it from a legal standpoint, my kids were driving at 1 year old. My oldest daughter could parallel park at 10. No, she couldn't drive on the street, but I wouldn't tell nobody that you ain't supposed to be doing that. And see what happens if your child kills somebody. See, it's limitations. Let me see. That's the thing. People don't like boundaries. And that's why a lot of people can't get with Christianity. Let's just go there. Because it's boundaries. And in certain stuff you just can't do. And so you rather be rebellious and just get diseases, get hurt, get all this stuff because you don't want to live within the lines. Rules, laws, and regulations are there to help us. If we didn't have those lines in the street, we would be just no good. So that's not something I would be bragging about. I wouldn't tell nobody that. That's not very safe. That's not. Greg says, is I love your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Beautiful. 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 Amber says, please like, subscribe if you haven't, and share if you're feeling Whitney DTV. Thank you, honey bunches of O's. Thank you. That's right. B says they old enough to know what they doing, and if they ain't what they want to do, they need not to do it. No, that grown man needs not to do them. Kids don't know no better, period. Regardless if they feel like they know better, they don't know better. And the law says they don't. That's just period. Quinky says he called his lawyer when he found out they underage, but not the police or parents. See, it's okay. When you tell the truth, you don't have to keep up with a lie. You know? The Enlightened One says, I think your eye and confidence is so charming and beautiful. You make all us out there with similar features so proud, because the definition of beautiful is as the energy you put out radiance. Oh, you almost got me choked up. Stop it, Enlightened One. Thank you. To God be the glory. It do take bravery to sit up here and just talking and not conforming to the normalities of how a person is supposed to look or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a freaking eye. It's mine. You don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And to see what some people have to say in regards to it, because they don't want to receive the truth that I'm putting out. So they deflect by talking about my features. You know what I'm saying? Which that has nothing to do with anything. It ain't stop nothing. I'm a whole married woman of 7 years, 2 beautiful kids, 3 my stepson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this has nothing to do with anything that's going on in my life. It's just there. And if you don't like it, look elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that confidence has always been in me, to be honest with you, before my eye got like this, because I wasn't born like this. But I know who I am and I know whose I am. And so I guess it's easy to convey that because, I no shade, but I don't care what no one thinks. I really don't. I don't. I just don't. Quana says, B, what does this have to do with anything? I don't know. B says, I was stealing the car too. Just saying. I did too. No, Leslie, let me tell you how good I was. Let me tell you how good I was with stealing the car. Okay. And I told my mama this later on down the lines because it was hilarious. My mom would have her guy friend over, right? And he'll be parked behind her. I would literally steal the car from in front of his car and go off and then come back and put the car back in front of his car. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I was very mischievous, but I wasn't bad. That's not bad. I didn't hurt nobody. I knew how to drive. B says, these people are lying. I made all 4 of my kids off of kills when they said this stuff. It sounded out of character. Okay. I guess they made up the video footage too, but okay. Okay, B. And you keep making your kids off of R. Kelly, babies. Okay. Tinal Griffin says the grammar. What about the grammar? Okay. B, you ladies are talking about sneaking out of the house, having sex with men. Uh-oh. Hold on. Battery check. Because I would have been over here from you guys, but I'm still rolling. But we're going to wrap it up here. Still rolling. We're going to wrap it up here, though. Take these last little comments. I'm not going to go back and forth with you, B. I'm sorry. I'm not, baby. You came off like, you know, you were really trying to understand at first, but then I don't know what happened after that. So I'm not going to be going back and forth with you. I'm not. I'm going to answer these few last questions, and then we're going to wrap it up because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. You ladies are talking about sneaking out of the house, having sex with men or boys. Point is, you are doing it. How is that his fault? Well, who are we talking about? First off, what I was doing as an adolescent has nothing to do with R. Kelly's fault. Now, you are mixing the two, okay? All right? We're just trying to let you know that this is realistic. That's what we're trying to say. In regards to Jerhonda and stuff like that, again, sweetie, because the guy that I was sneaking off with or whatever, which you getting misconstrued, just because I was sneaking at the house doesn't mean it was to guys. I was trying to go over my homegirl's house, to be honest with you, okay? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. My whole point in regards to seeing this is that we understand. We understand that. Okay, we understand where Jerhonda was lying and stuff like that. That's what you do as a kid. That's the point. How is his fault? Again, because you're not, let me put this back together for you one last time. And I'm not going to answer this again because now you're derailing the whole situation. Okay. He was the adult. Okay. He was the adult in this equation, regardless if these girls were, excuse my French, pussy popping on a handstand in front of him. It takes a grown man to say, put your clothes on. A girl, get out of my face. You too young. What are you doing? I'm going to go tell your mom or dad. He didn't do it. Period. I was in childcare. Okay. And I had a lot of little boys trying to holler at me because I look like I'm 12. But not once did I get big-headed and feel myself like, oh my God, they're talking about me. I said, little boy, get out of my face. And I told several of their parents, they're a little grown. You might want to watch that. That's what you do when you're a parent. That's what you do when you're grown and you're an adult. This man had kids. So I don't really got no more to say to you in regards to that, B, because you're not getting that, okay? Until it's your daughters, the ones you made off of him, I don't want to hear it. So I'm not going to answer no more of your questions because you just kind of just, I don't know where you getting at, okay? As I say, I was seeing a 15-year-old boy, not a 30-year-old man, period. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, Queen says, I snuck boys in my home at 14, my own age. My mom put me in. Exactly. Thank you. You came back because I was like, who? I didn't know what you mean by grammar. You says B's grammar. I'm having a stroke reading his messages. Thank you for coming back and clarifying that for me, Ms. Griffin, because I was like, I thought you were talking about my grammar. Let's say he deleted all his messages. Oh, he did. Oh, no. Quanta put him on timeout. I tell y'all, my people don't be playing. They just don't. You gotta come with some sense over here. And she said, no, I did. Leslie said, bam, want to get it, girl. I just, we ain't got time. He's, irritating and ignorant. Yeah, I mean, anyways, you guys, we have met the 2-hour mark. That is the show. Now, y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel in the comments down below, okay? Not for nothing, we have a P.O. box if you guys would like to send me some wonderful gifts for the season or just some love mail or whatever the case may be. Here's the P.O. box, and I guarantee you I check it weekly, okay? So not for nothing, we do have a P.O. box, and this Friday, I ask that you guys save the date because we are about to embark on our, actually, let me share the screen with you guys. I'm excited. And I just made the announcement yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys check this out real quick. Especially with this commercial. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm excited. This Friday, you guys. I hope you guys can come and tune enjoy me. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's time to party. Okay, well, something sort of like it, okay? Yes, this Friday, December 17th, join me along with some of my friends. Watch me flex a little bit if I can or whatever. But if not, just come and join me in celebration of my 5K milestone. That's right. The celebration is here, and we're going to celebrate it real Christmas style, okay? That's right. The set is going to be decorated in all its glory. And not for nothing, we're going to open up our gifts from our secret witness exchange. Yes, if you didn't sign up, maybe next year. We're going to have fun. It's going to be giveaways. It's going to be laughter. And I'm going to have some surprise guests, okay? So mark your calendar. Set your reminder right now. The link is in the description box, okay? Head on over. I'll see you there. Better yet, bye. All right, you guys. Yes, this Friday, we are going to celebrate Pangaea, Pangaea, hey, Pangaea, 5K, Pangaea. Yeah, we're going to celebrate this 5K. All right, we are on our way actually now to 6K. Last I checked, we like 250 away from 5K or whatever. So I want you guys to come out Friday. Give me my flowers. I sure do want them. I do. I want them. I'm gonna have some guests that's gonna come on, and and just shoot the ish with me or whatever and say hi or whatever. So I just want you guys to come in and be like, hey, what I'm saying? All these beautiful comments that I hear about, the channel and what the channel did for you guys and stuff. I want to hear it. Okay. So make sure you guys come on Friday and love on your girl. You know what I'm saying? While we celebrate this 5K and get into this new year. Okay. Not for nothing, you guys. That's pretty much it. I enjoy y'all so very much, and I'm so appreciative of you guys so very much. Okay, so I will see you guys on tomorrow. You know what? I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do on Wednesday because usually I bring you guys where with the parents. I'm still strategizing how I want to handle this. It's gonna be totally different in the new year for where with the parents. It's gonna be more documentary style, but I will be back tomorrow. Probably give you guys some more tea about PORSHA. I will talk about it more, okay? But thank you guys so very much for tuning in to Whitney D TV. I am she, and I'm signing off. Deuces. What up, you guys? Whitney D here with Whitney D TV, and we have merch! everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be, and I mean that, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, I am here to let you guys know we are now accepting members. Let me stop stunning. We've been accepting members, but I'm here to tell you more information about the memberships, okay? It's just better here. Why not become a member and support your girl on a month-to-month basis, okay? Now, we have 4 different tiers that you can choose from. They'll probably be somewhere over here, okay? Not for nothing, we have Out of the Bushes for $1.99 a month, okay? And then you can become a Witness member. $3.99 a month. You can't beat that, okay? Now, if you want to take it up a notch and become a Witness gang member, just $9.99 a month, okay? Now, I see you. You want to go even further. That's great, okay? Become a Witness Nation member at $19.99. Okay, now all these proceeds go back into the channel, okay? I pride myself on doing due diligence to give you guys best quality product and content, okay? So if you love what you see here on Winnie DTV and you want to keep it going, make sure you become a member, like right now. Like today, like go do it now, okay? Comes with a lot of different perks like members only chats and member only videos and getting updates and exclusive information before anybody does, okay? So what are you waiting for? Go become a member like now. Like right now. Duh. Bye.